At the light, turn left onto South Trivies Drive.
Okay, so, my communications teacher, complimented my Laura Palmer shirt today. That made me very happy, and that also made me know that this guy knows ball. He's one of the real ones. You don't find real ones in the real world that often, but this guy complimented my Laura Palmer shirt, so, I know he knows ball. Anyway, there's this new movie out in theaters that I saw a few days ago, and I don't know why I didn't make this video sooner, but, it's called fucking Mercy. Basically what it is, Chris Pratt is, sitting in this cuck chair for...
1,000 feet, at the traffic circle, take the second exit and stay on South Trivies Drive.
Thanks. So basically what's going on is, like, Chris Pratt's in this fucking cuck chair for the entire movie, and, for like 2 hours, which is way too long for what it's supposed to be, but, he's in this cuck chair, right, and he's talking to this sexy AI lady, played by Rebecca Ferguson, and what's supposed to happen is that, like, he murdered his wife, and he has to ask the AI if he has to, like, use the evidence the AI provided to figure out if he actually killed his wife or not. He thinks he didn't kill his wife, but we as the audience members don't know. Wow. That's really, like, mind-blowing premise, and I know that that's really interesting and an intriguing premise, but, the movie is actually not good. You can tell by the shit premise. Yeah, it's a piece of shit film. I don't know. It's made by the same, it's directed by the producer of the War of the Worlds movie that everyone was talking about last year, the one that came out on Amazon. Yeah, it's made by the producer of that movie is the director of this one. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It sucks. I mean, it's definitely not as funny as War of the Worlds, I'll tell you that one. War of the Worlds was a pretty funny movie, like, from top to bottom. I mean, it was also only, like, 90 minutes, hour and 20 minutes, maybe? I don't even know, but War of the Worlds was not a long movie at all, with, like, fucking Ice Cube going, whoa! But, fucking Mercy is, like, 2 hours. I think it might be even more than 2 hours, like 2 hours and 7 minutes or something like that. I have no goddamn idea how long the movie is. But, right, and so, that sucks. Because the movie is boring as shit. I pretty much wanted to slit my wrists in the theater seats the entire time, but I didn't. Because there's other movies coming out that look good. But yeah, that movie was pretty, well, bad. I mean, it's, again, War of the Worlds is pretty funny throughout, like, even if it's a bad movie. I mean, War of the Worlds, I've said this before, is pretty, like, incompetent in just every single variable of its filmmaking, every single facet. And I'm not saying this isn't incompetent. This is certainly an incompetent movie. Certainly an incompetently made movie. But, this one just, I don't know, man. Large parts of it are just boring. I found it, like, genuinely just boring. And it's also has some weird morals. Oh, also, I'm going to talk about spoilers in this. So if you haven't seen the movie, maybe leave the video, but I don't think you should. It's bad. Don't give a shit about this. So anyway, right? So what happens is that Chris Pratt wakes up, but, well, actually, let me tell you about the world of this film. So this film takes place in a world where there's, like, green zones and red zones. It's like this weird police state where there's this AI jury named Mercy, who was, like, I don't know, I don't think Chris Pratt's the creator, because he's a cop, but he was, like, he put the first person there, and he's been, like, sending people to the Mercy program. He's a great cop. He's a really respected cop. We're living in this, like, weird security, like, police state Patriot Act kind of thing, right? Where everyone is, like, watched all the time. All of their phones and devices are monitored. There's, like, cameras everywhere. Everything's being monitored in this film. Everyone in the world is, or at least in America, is being monitored in this film. Like, we're basically living in, dystopia. And there's, like, these red zones, and in these red zones is where all these, like, homeless people and, like, drug addicts live, apparently. And there's, like, a bunch of chaos there. And, basically the police officers go and just, like, go beat people up. But there's, like, drugs that they don't like that are there. And, there's these red zones, and the red zones are bad. You can't go into the red zones. It's dangerous to go into the red zones, because they're full of homeless people, of course. And, Chris Pratt is put in the Mercy device because he was found with his wife, with his, like, blood on his shirt after his wife was, like, stabbed, because his daughter found his wife stabbed. And so everyone thinks that he killed his wife. And, like, pretty much every single, like, just a mirror. Pretty much every single, like, piece of evidence points to Chris Pratt's character. Shut the fuck up! Anyway, pretty much every single, piece of evidence points to Chris Pratt's character being the killer of his wife, but he's not. He's like really claiming he's not. One thing I'll say is that Chris Pratt has to like cry and do like a bunch of serious stuff in this movie, and I just find it weird. Like, I don't know, I think Chris Pratt can be a decent, serious actor, but like, I find him more fun when he's doing comedic and charming stuff. He's a very funny actor, and I think it's kind of feels like a waste of his comedic chops. He's a very funny guy, right? Like, I love him as Star-Lord. He's very charming and very funny. And I love him as Andy from Parks and Rec. He's also very funny in that show. Probably the best he's ever been in anything. He's just so good in that character. But, in Mercy, he's trying to be all serious, and it just doesn't work. I don't know if I can really believe it. Like, after seeing Parks and Rec and, like, Star-Lord, I know you have to, like, not consider their other roles. But I just can't really, like, take Chris Pratt for granted. I can't take him as a serious guy. I just don't think that that's the best use of his talents. Sure, he can go serious.
In half a mile, turn left onto East Griggs Avenue.
Thank you. Yeah, but, certainly, like, he can do serious. Like, he cries, and he has to react to some serious stuff happening in the, Guardians movies. But, there's always that level of charm, that level of jokiness to him. So, but in this one, he's full serious. And the AI basically has access to everything. In this Mercy trial, you can basically ask for, like, any kind of file you want, anybody's device, and be like, this guy, I want to see his phone right now. And it'll be like, monitoring his phone, taking all of his data, right? And all this stuff. So, the AI pretty much has access to everyone. And the movie's, like, vaguely pro-AI and vaguely pro-police state. Like, I guess there's some...
Turn left onto East Griggs Avenue.
Thanks for telling me, man. Yeah, but it's a very vaguely pro-AI movie, right? But, and it's also...
800 feet, turn left onto Walton Boulevard.
But it's also, like, vaguely pro-police state, which is weird as well. Like, I guess it just does try to attempt to, like, say, like, a message
turn
about...
left onto Walton Boulevard.
Say a message and, like, try to condemn these kind of things. But, like, does it really? That's, like, this... It's weird. It's very, very weird. Right? And so Chris Pratt's trying to find out if it's his wife, and it's mostly boring.
In 600 feet.
You have to think, what was the morals behind making this movie? And it's another Amazon MGM property.
After
just
Wendy's,
like,
turn left into the parking lot.
And it's another Amazon MGM property, just like the War of the Worlds. Right? But, but it's just truly surreal at its morals, of the entire film. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, it's obviously was very cheaply made. The CGI is terrible. And I mean, Chris Pratt is sitting in a chair. It couldn't have taken him more than, like, 2 hours to film this thing. I don't think they used any second takes in this. Oh, okay.
Thank you for choosing Wendy's. Would you like to try your spicy chicken sandwich?
No, thank you.
Order whenever you're ready.
Okay. Have you seen Mercy? It's this new movie in theaters right now with Chris Pratt. He's like sitting in this chair trying to prove his innocence, that he didn't kill his wife or something. Did you see that movie?
I'm sorry? The movie?
Yeah, there's like a movie in theaters right now called Mercy. Like
Oh,
Chris
I've never seen it now.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's like sitting in his chair. He's trying to like prove his wife's innocence. It's not very good at all. I'll have a number 1.
Okay, did you want that single, double, or triple?
You know what? I'm feeling adventurous today. I'll do a double. And I'll do no fries no mayo on that. And I want a strawberry lemonade as my drink.
Okay. Did you want to make it large?
Yeah, large, please. Thank you.
Anything else?
I think that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you.
Alright, 1578 is the window, no worries.
Alright. Oh, I always wonder why they have 2 windows. Like, I don't know. Like, I know some of them you pay at one window and you get your food at the other, but like, some of them the windows are just closed and it's just really, I don't know. It feels like a waste of space.
Hi, 1578 today.
Okay, 1 second. Let me grab my card.
And did you need ketchup today?
Sure.
I'm sorry?
Sure.
Yeah. Alright, let me get you that right there. I got your receipt coming out. Got you that drink. You're all set. You have a good day, alright?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day, sir. Okay. And like, fuck, I gotta find parking so I can fucking eat this shit. Anyway. So, yeah. I mean, the end of the movie, he does get out of the cuck chair, right? And he, like, gets a gun out, and this guy who is the villain of the movie kidnaps his daughter with, like, a bunch of bombs and goes to, like, the Mercy Court to try to blow Chris Pratt up, right? It's really weird. But, so, there's a plot twist in it. I mean, it's very obvious, but he has to, like, talk to a bunch of people, try to figure things out, and there's a bunch of weird twists in it. Some of them feel like they're just putting a twist in just for that wow factor, which is one of my greatest pet peeves in movies. I hate it when they put in twists into movies just so that you'll go, whoa, oh my god. Right? It sucks, and it's cheap, and if a story doesn't need a twist, then don't put a twist in a story. Most of my favorite movies don't have twists at all. It's fine. You don't need a twist in your story. God, this is a beefy burger. Look at that shit. Right? So, I can't. I feel like fucking report of the week here. Right? I think the worst part about it is it feels just immoral. This slightly weirdly pro-AI, pro-police state kind of movie sucks. So I saw it, and it was made to be in 3D. I did not see in 3D. I kind of regret it, because I was kind of sick. I never get sick watching movies at all. I never get sick doing anything, actually. Like, I never get car sick, I never get any kind of sick. But the movie was, like, moving the camera around. It was, like, shaking it around a bunch of different places. And looking at things. And it was getting sickening after a while, because there's a bunch of screens, there's holographic screens, and the camera's, like, shaking around, moving fastly to each one. It's almost, and the story moves so quickly, there's so many jumps in logic, and it almost has to keep moving, just so, you can keep, being interested in it. It's a movie made for the TikTok generation, so you're not on your phone watching the movie. It's a movie that just keeps moving quickly, just so you can keep watching it. And it's like this little movie for like little children, where there's like a bunch of colors on screen. It's always moving quickly, and there's always so much going on screen, so you are paying attention. Right? And I guess it was effective. I was the youngest person in the theater. There was like a bunch of much older people than me, like early 60s up there. I think I was the only person that was not early 60s in that theater, in their early 60s. And they were all having a hoot and a holler. They were all having the fucking times of their lives, dude. Like, these people were locked into this movie, and as I was walking out, I heard them, like, this old couple talking to each other. It's like, wow, that was a good movie. So, you know, it's made for old people. It's this old people streaming slop, right? Or as I like to call it, a geriatric circle jerk of a movie. I don't know, but the point I am trying to get to here is just, it's a bad movie. It's probably one of the worst it's probably going to be maybe the worst movie of the year, and we just started it. I just can't see how anything could be worse, especially considering the morals of it. It has every single, like, facet of a bad movie. Having just terrible morals, or morals that are, like, so indistinguishable that you just can't really read what's trying to say. This one, it leans pretty badly. I can't really read what it's trying to say with what messaging it's giving. And it just, at the end, it reads, like, vaguely pro-police state, pro-AI. It's pretty much inept in every single filmmaking facet. Terrible acting, terrible directing. It's a terribly written movie. Oh yeah, and you guys don't even know the fucking villain. The evil guy in the movie, the guy who actually killed Chris Pratt's wife, is Chris Pratt's, like, manager at his, or his sponsor at his Alcoholics Anonymous group, his AA group. His sponsor has killed his wife. And so what actually happens is at the beginning of the movie, to get, like, us introduced to the Mercy program, we see this guy get put in the Mercy chair, right? And apparently this guy was, like, some evil serial killer. And so, but then towards the end when we find out this AA guy is evil, is Chris Pratt's looking through his stuff, and he sees a photo of him as a young kid, and the photo's, like, ripped, right? And he's like, wait, who else is in that photo? And then the AI finds, like, the other piece, and the other piece of the other person in the photo it's his sponsor as an AA kid. It's a photo of him as a kid with the fucking evil, like, serial killer guy that we saw, like, one little moment of at the beginning of the movie. So it turns out that this AA guy wanted to take revenge on him for putting his serial killer friend into the execution chair, and so he's planned this, like, multi-year operation, like, kill his wife and take revenge on him and everything. It's really weird. It doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, also, I don't know if I mentioned, you get executed if you're found guilty in this movie, right? I don't know what to say anymore. And we just started the year, and I think I've seen the worst they can offer. I mean, I guess that makes me kind of excited. It's only uphill from here. After seeing this in War of the Worlds, I have to wonder, is Amazon going to make more of these weird movies, like these screen movies? Because they're bad. They're all bad. I haven't seen the one where everyone says is good called Missing, but it doesn't look like the greatest thing in the world. And I don't know how it could be. Is Amazon just going to keep investing in these movies? Are we going to get more of these? I mean, this isn't quite that, but it pretty much is. These movies all suck. They all have the same faults. Like, all the footage that they're finding that are supposedly, like, security camera footage or screen footage are very obviously filmed by professional cameras with, like, professional cranes. Like, it doesn't make any sense how these cameras are. And especially in this movie, where there's supposed to be, like, a security camera in every little crevice. Everything that he needs to look at has a security camera very conveniently pointed in front of it. So, I don't know. War of the Worlds had the same issue. This has just about as bad CGI as War of the Worlds. I don't know what else to say. I think I'll talk more in depth about it on my podcast. But, that's all I can remember off the top of my head right now. I'll have to look at my notes later, and I'll talk about it more in depth with my notes in my podcast. At a certain point in this movie, I kind of just checked out. So, if you listen to my podcast and you think, oh, well, he didn't remember this part of the movie for this little moment. I don't fucking care. I checked out of the movie, like, towards the end, and so I only have, like, a vague understanding of how this thing ends. At a certain point, I was just fucking sitting there in my chair, and it's like an out-of-body experience. I was watching all these colors on the screens, I was hearing everything saying, but nothing was really registering to my mind. And so, I don't know. At least they put it in theaters. I would have loved to see War of the Worlds in theaters. I would have absolutely paid double ticket price to see that movie with a full audience, on the big screen. So I'm glad I got to see this in theaters. I think this wouldn't be as fun to watch streaming at home. And I still found major parts of this very boring even in theaters. So, I don't know what that's supposed to tell you. But, anyway. Don't watch Mercy. I don't know, man. Check out my podcast where I talk more in depth if you really want to hear me talk more about Mercy. But, I want to just say, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, bye. After I went to Wendy's, I had to go to a fucking Walmart to pick some shit up. And I got fucking Cape Fear and Mars Attacks and these cool slipcovers. That's pretty cool. Ooh, Lord, I really wanna see you. I really wanna be you. I really wanna see you. But it takes so long.